Bagel! Did you miss me? CS. Oh, you too, fish sticks? Yeah, thank you. Oh! Quite excited there, I see, fish sticks, man. Alright. This is my thing, guys. Get C's. Just get C's. C's get degrees. Don't even worry about the grade. The main thing you gotta worry about is knowing people. Like learn your basics. As long as you know people, as long as you get these connections, as long as you network yourself, and you get people to like you, you don't even have to be friends with them. That's your ticket in to whatever industry you want. It's terrible, but hey. Yeah, that's the way to go, guys. Just know people. There's no people. I want a unicorn. My face. This is why you... My faces? Is that what you take me as, Adley? Is that what you take me as? I just make random faces and you laugh at me. You don't know how that makes me feel, Adley. I'm telling my mom on you. How would you stop the toxic community? How would you stop it? The way I would stop it is to make sure it doesn't happen to begin with. Like these streamers, they're far gone with their communities. They should have been wary about their about the toxicity in their communities when they started to become big. But no, they just let it happen. I don't even intend to slander like any of these huge Minecraft communities and their content creators. I genuinely don't mean to, but it just comes off that way. Like if you're being toxic, I'm gonna call you out, bro. That's how I would do it. I will call you out if you're being toxic. I will let you know, like, hey man, you're being a little cringe. You gotta stop that right now. You're clearly not reading the room. Nobody's comfortable with what you're saying. So like, please just stop or get banned. Honestly, just get banned. But at the same time, they can't moderate 10. No, it's not even in Twitch chat. You know what I mean? Not even in Twitch chat. Like toxicity goes and immerses itself in all different social medias. It goes into Twitter, it goes into Instagram, it goes into Reddit. It's everywhere. So like the solution, in my opinion, would not only obviously moderate your Twitch chat, but moderate your other social medias as well. Moderate everything. Nobody said it wasn't supposed to be hard. Do you just say you're toxic, stop this attitude, or you'll be banned? Like what do you say? You don't necessarily say anything. There's this concept in screenwriting that you show, you don't tell. If you show something, everything will follow suit. You only tell people when it's necessary. Instead, you have to be a good role model, and the community will follow suit. It's a largely known thing that the community is a reflection of the content creator. Hands down, period. That is just what it is. The community is the reflection of the content creator. So let's look at Dream's community. The rising tide of toxicity. That is all that is happening now. I think the amount of toxicity and badness of society has never changed. It neither improved nor got worse. It was always this way. It's just that it's a lot more accessible now to everyone because of the internet. Although I could be very wrong. If anything, the rising tide of toxicity is probably rising because, or it's rising even more now because of how accessible the toxicity is nowadays. It's up to a lot of us to stop that. The toxicity has made people think it's okay to behave that way. Right, I agree. Kids and teenagers being the sponges that they are, they're saying, oh, this person that I look up to, these guys were toxic, why can't I? Like, this is the generation that was brought up by these people who were toxic and acted toxic and made it okay. And made it look like it's okay to be this way to people. And of course, it all leads up to the parents as well, allowing this behavior. A lot of the fault is the parents' fault as well. I hate the majority of Gen Z, and the majority of the people who are like that are very entitled, and obviously were never put down mentally enough to comprehend actual human emotions, feelings, and thoughts. They're, like, we've talked about this before, and I mentioned how, like, their parents were parents that weren't really ready to be parents. Why? Because their parents told them that this is the way to go. That you have to go to college, you have to get married, you have to, etc. It's all a chain reaction, and it's insane, isn't it? Gen Z's grandparents told their parents that they had to do all that. And they weren't ready. A lot of these people weren't ready to meet that standard or to do that. And the parents that weren't ready for that, they didn't know how to parent, so what did they do? They put their kids in front of an iPad and called it parenting. A lot of Gen Z's parents, they told them to do that. Because that's what they did, and that's what they thought was right. But, you know, sure, it may have worked out for some of them, but clearly it didn't work for a lot of them. So, what do we do about it? Well, we gotta fight it somehow. How exactly? I'm not sure. But as long as you're fighting the urge yourself, I think you're already on your way.
Welcome, friends. I've been expecting you.